2023 is definitely a year with a ton of DLC when it comes to Nintendo Switch content, as we've got the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 DLC, the Fire Emblem Engage DLC, the Splatoon 3 DLC, and also the recently announced Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC, but also the continuation of a DLC that was announced last year, which is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Boosters Course Pass. Now from the time that I upload this video, that next wave of DLC is just going to be a couple hours away, as it is going to be adding some more new tracks as well as the brand new character Birdo, but we may have potentially just gotten a really huge leak that was discovered just recently that may have actually leaked a lot of the other content in terms of the returning characters and new characters which could be coming with this Mario Kart DLC. Now Nintendo has already officially stated that there are going to be more new characters which are going to be added into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe from this DLC, and it is a little bit weird now because we only have like 2 more waves that are left, so it's kind of weird that they didn't spread out these characters to have a little bit with each wave that came out earlier, but it seems like now with these last 2 waves, they're going to be adding more characters with the DLC. And so people discovered this really interesting 4chan post which was actually made last month before the DLC was even announced and before we knew about that February Nintendo Direct. So this was a post that was made on Monday, February 6th of 2023, and they gave us a bunch of information here, but it's kind of crazy because the stuff that they talked about ended up being true, and they also talk a lot about other returning characters and new characters which are going to be added into the game, so I do want to talk about it because I do find it very interesting. So if we take a look at the post, it says right here, "Hello, I work on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and I'm here to tell you some of the stuff that will be added into the future. There were stuff added recently into the content/driver folder. I assume that this means that they're adding new drivers into the future. Here are the new files that I saw." And they give us a bunch of information here about the characters, but the first thing that I want to talk about here is actually the more interesting thing that it says right here, where at the very bottom it says here, "I also had the opportunity to hear a few of the track songs for the Wave 4 DLC with my coworkers." And so it says right here, it gives us one that says We DK Summit and another one that says DS Mario Circuit. And then the other one just says here, I think that this might be a tour track, so they don't know about the other one. But the crazy thing is that, remember, this was said before that February Nintendo Direct was announced and before we knew about it, and they told us that the next wave that was going to be coming with these tracks was going to have the Wii DK Summit and the DS Mario Circuit, and both of these ended up being true, as both of these are going to be added in just the next wave that is coming out from a couple hours from the time that I upload this video. So yeah, they were actually correct about that, which definitely means that, I mean, out of all the tracks that you had the opportunity of like guessing that could be in this next wave, guessing 2 of those, like the odds of guessing that are pretty low, so it is a little bit impressive to see that they managed to do that. And so this does add some credibility to this post, so now I want to talk to you guys about some of these returning characters and new characters which could also be added in terms of the DLC. Now it looks like all of these file names are in Japanese or have code names, so we don't know exactly what it means, but people have done the translations to figure them out, so I will tell you guys inside of here. So the first one that we have here is Bomb King, which people are guessing is probably going to be King Babam. We have seen this character appear in many Mario spin-offs before. I think he's even in like that Mario Golf game that came out on the Switch, so adding this character would make a lot of sense, and it will be a pretty nice heavyweight character to add into the game. Now this next one is the most interesting one because it says here Boo and Pakun, which both mean 2 different things. Like the first one, which is Boo's, which could just mean like a normal Boo which could be added into the game, but I mean, I find that a little bit weird because we already have King Boo who's in the game, so if they just add like a normal Boo, it wouldn't really be that interesting in my opinion. But that second word, Pakun, means piranha, so could it be possible that they're talking about a specific type of piranha, which could be like PD Piranha, which that would be amazing if they added PD Piranha as a new driver? Or it could just be maybe like a normal piranha, like how we have Piranha Plant in Smash Bros. But honestly, if it is piranha, I hope it's actually PD Piranha because that would be an amazing character to have in the game. Then we've got here Bro's Hammer, which is obviously pretty easy to guess. That is talking about Hammer Bro, so it looks like Hammer Bro is also going to be a new character. Then it says Bull here, which is honestly the only character that I actually have no clue who that could be referring to. Like, it says Bull, but I don't think that there's any like Bull character within like the Mario universe. Maybe it's referring to like Bully, which is a guess that I've seen some people talking about, which a Bully character would be kind of funny because I think they have had Bully characters in terms of Mario Kart DS, where I think it was like a boss character. So a Bully character inside of Mario Kart would be pretty nice. Now the next one that we have here is the most interesting one because it says Catherine, which is actually the Japanese name for Birdo. And of course Birdo is already a confirmed character which we know is going to be added into the game as the next wave of DLC. And remember, all of this was said before that character was even announced in the Nintendo Direct and before we even knew about the tracks or anything, so it's definitely adding some more credibility to all of this information. Now in terms of the other characters, it looks like we have a couple of Kong characters. So we have Diddy Kong here, as well as Dixie Kong, and then we also have FK, which is most likely referring to Funky Kong. So it looks like all of those characters are going to be added in terms of the DLC. So Diddy Kong was definitely a character for Mario Kart Wii that I really wanted, same with Funky Kong, and Dixie Kong was always a character that I feel like was pretty requested for a Mario Kart game, so it's pretty nice to see that Dixie Kong is also going to be in the game. This next one is also a little bit interesting because it says Mario, and I'm not exactly sure what this could mean. Some people think that maybe they're referring to like Dr. Mario, which I guess Dr. Mario could make sense, but we already have so many Mario characters which are in this game, so it honestly kind of makes me disappointed that they would really add another Mario character. Like, we already got Mario, we've got Metal Mario, we've got Tanuki Mario, like there's so many different Marios in the game, but I guess Dr. Mario could be another one that they could have. Some people also think that dot kind of means like pixel in Japanese, I'm pretty sure, so people think that maybe this could be like a sprite-based, like pixelated Mario kind of goofy character that they could add. Maybe they could do that as well. Then we've got Kamek here, which has always been a character that I've been a fan of, so I'm pretty happy to see that Kamek could be inside of this game. Now another slightly confusing one is this one here that says Noko Noko Race. So Noko Noko in Japanese means Koopa Troopa, but we already know that Koopa Troopa is inside of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so what could Noko Noko Race be referring to? Some people think that it could be referring to like a different type of Koopa Troopa, so the only one that comes to my mind is Paratroopa, where maybe it's going to be the one that has the wings and like the red shell, maybe something along those lines, or maybe it's just going to be like a different type of Koopa Troopa, but that's what it seems like this other DLC character is going to be. We've also got Pauline, which I'm pretty sure is going to make a lot of people happy because she seems to be a fan favorite character now. Ever since her revival in Super Mario Odyssey, she's been appearing in a lot of Mario spin-offs, so it will be pretty nice to see her inside of this game. And finally, the last character that we have here on this list is Totten, which if we translate that from Japanese, it ends up being Nabbit, and I feel like Nabbit would definitely be a perfect character inside of Mario Kart. Also, I forgot to mention another name that was on this list was Choropu, and that's the Japanese name for Monty Mole, so it looks like Monty Mole is also going to be another playable character. And so yeah, that is pretty much every single leaked character which could be coming into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in the form of DLC. I do find this to be a little bit credible because they still managed to get 2 of these track names correct before the DLC was even announced and before we knew about that Nintendo Direct, so it is a little bit fishy, and they also managed to get Birdo correct here as well. But if we count the remaining number of characters after Birdo, it ends up being 14 characters. So are they really going to add 14 characters in terms of these last 2 DLC waves? I mean, it does end up dividing equally into 7 characters per each wave, so maybe these final 2 Mario Kart DLC waves are really going to end it with a bang. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to click that like button and also subscribe to the channel as well. I am going to be having some more Nintendo videos very soon. Also comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this. How would you guys feel if these are going to be the new characters which could be added into Mario Kart? Would you be happy with this roster? Are there any characters that you would like to see which are not on here? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Smash Bros and Nintendo and Mario, so definitely be sure to join that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.